People often argue over Android versus iPhones, but the real debate should be middle-aged Gen X morning shows versus Hoppe Hour. Guess who wins? We will let you decide. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start.
Okay, well hit it.
All right.
Now, something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you. And don't think I forgot about you as the beat drops. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Now, if this is your first time listening to the show, hi, my name's Ryan Hoppe, and I am the host of this nationally syndicated circus. You never know what we'll talk about. 1 second, I could be reading hate mail or love mail, or talking about Kayla Nicole, the talentless ex-girlfriend of Travis Kelce. Or I could be reading messages about Tampa morning radio, and let's do that.
It's time for Hoppe's Inbox, only on Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Oh, yeah. Began a lot of comments this week. Now, before we get into the drama, I say drama with quotations around it. I'm talking about morning radio in 2024. Like, I still listen to morning radio, and I'm in radio, but I don't care. Before we get to all the nonsense, I want to read a comment from one of my biggest listeners, not weight-wise or anything, but just how long they listen, and that is my Auntie Joanne. She is my godmom, even though I'm not Catholic and I don't believe in God. But she is my Auntie Joanne. I still call her that at age 31. She's like my second mom. She's a little mad at me. She'll call me out on my nonsense. Everybody else goes, oh, you're doing amazing, Ryan. Auntie Joanne, she worked for the company Sears. She's a legend within it. She was one of the head honchos. She's a girl boss before that was the thing. She kicked ass in the 80s and 90s and 2000s running Sears. She goes, I know I don't have to tell you, but make sure you never say anything bad about Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift, because those Swifties, including your mom and me, will not be lenient. Just saying, with a laughing emoji. And I told her that I will not rip into her because she's like my second mom and I love her. There's like 8 people I love and she's on that list. But listen, you don't want to meet your heroes. And Taylor Swift to be so fake nice, but I don't want to ruin it for her. Next on Hoppe's Inbox, it sounds so dry without the music. We'll talk about Kayla Nicole in a second. But I got this comment here. So I did a video talking about Kayla Nicole's appearance on Angel Reese's podcast, and I ripped into both of those dummies. But the thing about it is, I don't care what they think of me. Kayla Nicole blocked me everywhere, doesn't like me. She pretty much mentioned me in a way on the podcast by the points that she said people were talking about. It was everything I said. And a Kayla Nicole fan, one of the three, commented, "Yet neither Angel Reese nor Kayla Nicole would spit on you if you were on fire." A very bizarre insult, because first of all, the saying is piss on you if you were on fire, but they don't have penises, so they would not be able to do that. Another comment here. I agree that Kayla Nicole needs to get a life. She just wants to stay in the news because without Travis, she has nothing to talk about. And then let me get to the Tampa morning radio drama from this week. Because I am syndicated in 8 markets, so some people might not know about Tampa morning radio, so I try to keep it, worldwide. But I am located in Tampa. Enough of this music. And a lot of people in Tampa know who I am, so I got to still address it. It says right here, and this is coming from, let me get this right here. It's coming from Wyatt So Juicy 556, which is like the coolest username ever. I tweeted out a video of me talking about Carmen and Gareth, 2 people from a local radio station in Tampa. And I tweeted about how they, I guess, hate me because a morning show in Tampa wants me to come back. But I have to say sorry first, even though I have nothing to be sorry about. And this guy tweets, Dizzy, a.k.a. Gareth, that's his real name. For some reason, he goes by the name Dizzy, which I think is so stupid. Not the name Dizzy, but I've always thought about the idea that, like, you want to name yourself something that's memorable. Rover's Morning Glory, Free Beer and Hot Wings, Mancow's Morning Madhouse, Bubba the Love Sponge, Cowhead. You want to name something that is memorable. Call Her Daddy. You want to name yourself something that when you Google it, people will immediately find it. Hoppe Hour. But when you name yourself Dizzy, that's a symptom of being drunk. So you're just kind of keeping yourself local. Just being honest. And the guy says, Dizzy, a.k.a. I call him Gareth, hates you because he's scared of you. Buddy couldn't even run the board today for the morning show in Tampa. Hoppe needs to come back to that show. Well, and I mean this in all sincerity, and I know this is really going to piss off Gareth, but the dude's like 5'4", and now I know that there was a boxing match we did 6 years ago. I can't believe it was 6 years ago. And he beat me in the match, even though it was allegedly kind of rigged. But they wanted the short guy to beat the, 6'9" guy. It was called Baby versus Goliath. Get it? Like Goliath, Goliath. Like Ryan Hoppe is duh. And he won and whatever. And one of the punches Dizzy had on me, a.k.a. Gareth, my head mask, the mask that you wear during boxing matches, was very tight on me. And a fly going by my head would have made it come off because it was very tight because I have a huge head. And unfortunately, when he punched me in the face, it flew off. So then he threw it into the crowd. And I remember during the boxing match, I was like, oh, I so lost that match. So I'm sure if Gareth is listening to this, he'll go on air and be like, but I beat Hoppe in a boxing match 6 years ago. But dude, here's the problem. He's very short. And I'm not trying to judge people by height because it's not that interesting that I'm 6'9", because I'm kind of a waste of height because I can't play basketball or anything, and I'm not very coordinated because I have nonverbal learning disability, so I can't read faces, and I'm being honest. Everybody's like, oh, Hoppe's autistic. No, I'm not autistic. I have a learning disability where I can't read emotions. It's not really the spectrum, but I'm not coordinated, so when Dizzy won the fight, everybody's like, ooh, cool. But here's the thing. Dizzy is 5'4", and the chair that is at the local radio station in Tampa is very big, and I guess he's been messing up the board recently, And no offense, but I had long arms, and there would be this button you would press, and then you would have to press this computer. And I can imagine being that short, it's probably hard to run things, because I'll get messages, oh, we miss when you used to produce the show. It sounded so crisp in that. And it's like, dude, why are you running your mouth about me? The dude gave out my number over Twitter like 6 months ago, and I got 3 text messages. People were like, Gareth is... I'm not going to call a grown-ass man dizzy. They're like, Gareth is better than you. I'm like, cool. That's your opinion. That's riveting. You're just giving me content, and you're keeping me relevant. And the only reason I'm talking about Gareth is because this is giving me attention, as I got 5,000 views on Twitter. So Gareth, if you're listening to this, buddy, because I know you are, because you're just known in Tampa. And honestly, your name is so stupid. You got to reinvent yourself. You notice how Cowhead went from Cowhead to Mike Calta, and he had the whole roast, and he got rid of the stupid name? Grow up. You're almost 40 years old. You're about 50% through your life, and you still call yourself Dizzy? Listen, I have a lot of ways that I can grow in radio, but I'll give you some advice. Drop that name. It's very stupid.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Go, 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 go.
Nigga, I'm just playing with you. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. On the block, bang bang boogie. I'm the candy man with a bag full of goodies. Oh, but these ain't for the children. These for them smokers behind the building. Damn, getting money is a hell of a feeling. If you ain't stacking chips, what's the point of dealing? You don't hear me cry about dollars. If it's money in the street, then it's money in my wallet. They say it's all about the money and the power. So cop the weed and a whole lot of powder. You made it in a week, and I made it in an hour. I roll with killers and you roll with cowards. Dog City is dangerous, and it ain't too many niggas that's scared to bust. But niggas know they can't play with us, and them out-of-towners know they can't slang with us. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal.
In my hood, they get it crackin', homie. So gats is on me. Hood version of Axel Foley. Round the way, them cats is hungry. They bust clips and they don't fuck with the rats or police. Don't act like you Bammers know me. You're wrong. We can't get along like Shaq and Kobe. All I do is sit back and blow trees. So you know my 4 favorite words is acid, dro, please. This youngin's running with a rack of OGs. It's a cold world, so we have to hold heat. Keep talking, I'll leave your ass with no seat. Had you running home like that bastard stole me. Why shoot you? My man to clap you for me. Had your shirt looking like you spilled ravioli. Got a problem? Man, I'll smash the whole beef and make it to the hood right back in one piece. Cause
my hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. See, I'm an alley cat, avoid hood rats. A one-track man, homie, make making that paper stack. You disrespect anyway and get your head cracked. And after the yellow tape gone, homie, I'm right back. See, in my hood, we cook that cocaine proper. At the table, mask on, cutting dope like a doctor. Old heads work the handguns while youngers work choppers. If the girl getting money, why the hell you won't stop her, huh? I bet not catch her talking to coppers. Cause if I do my hood hot and I'm a hood hopper, I'm uptown now on First and T. Got the coke on the one way and the dope in the alley. Hanging with youngers that kill like they from Cali. They natural born with it, they like Mickey and Mallory. I don't hate them, I just put them on salary. Tell them murk any clown in the club that smile at me. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal.
I'm a little dizzy. It means I'm having a midlife crisis like a bitch. I can't see the board. Oh wait, I'm 6'9". All this radio drama gets so tiring. We're gonna be dead someday. It doesn't mean anything.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
All right. This following segment has been brought to you by the best kava and kratom around, Mitra 9, mitra-9.com. And at checkout, use keyword Hoppe, Hoppe, to save 20%.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
You're juggling breakfast, emails, and that existential crisis, but don't worry, we've got your back. It's Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yeah.
Coming in tall, Hoppe big man, standing 6'9", y'all. Yeah. Stories, it's a lab news, make head spin. Throwing back to old school, let the show begin.
Talk scandals, paparazzi flashing. Pillow talk, sexy secrets always crashing. From the tabloid pages to the radio waves. Hoppe Hour got the dirt that you crave. Hoppe Hour stepping in, take a seat. Gossip stories, beats on repeat.
856
like it's hot.
49 Hoppe. 856-494-6773.
Voice got the nation on lock.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Windows risky.
You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Bears.
Late night stories that make you want to sell a scoop brought with that.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
What's going on with Kayla Nicole? Oh, she's just a blah, a blah, a blah. This woman just wants to run her mouth about everybody, but then doesn't like when people respond to it. When you run your mouth, people respond.
Because of who he started to date.
I love this. Angel Reese doesn't even want to address Travis Kelce dating Taylor Swift. You guys are grown-ass women. Say the name. Your ex, Travis Kelce, is banging out Taylor Swift. Just say it.
The negativity, the negativity from her fan club or her fans have affected you?
You're lying. Whenever a woman or a person, not just a woman, but a lot of times women, when it takes them a long time to answer,
Don't be lying.
If it takes them a long time to answer a question, that's because they're trying to think of what to say because they're lying. Answer it already.
I would be lying if I said that that level of hate and just like online chaos doesn't impact me. It does.
Oh, poor baby. It's almost like when you talk about the most famous football player right now, people are going to respond, oh, but we shouldn't respond to you because you're a narcissist and you make everything about you and you've never gone 50-50 on any bills and you wonder why the famous football player dumped you? You sound like a real catch. I bet you don't even make dinner. Oh, I'm too tired. It's my time of the month.
Yeah. Even to this day.
Yeah. So you still experience it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You could go to my most recent post and it will be people debating each other why I am worthless and I'll never be a talented person. And
this is where I think she's talking about what I said because she blocked me on social. All these things is what I said.
Never be a talented person and
You're not.
I have no career. And
You're not. All you talk about is Travis. Can you imagine if I talked about my ex-girlfriend all day?
I'm a bum and just...
But what was the reason for that?
The reason for it, Angel, is because all you guys talk about is men, because you have nothing. This is the same Angel Reese. I'm not a sex object. Yeah, you go dressing up, walking around like you're going to the club to have sex in the bathroom.
You left with Grace. I don't feel like there...
You didn't leave with Grace. If you left with Grace, you wouldn't talk about it. I left my last relationship with Grace. And I'm not using this as an example to talk about like my ex, but I never responded publicly about it because I wish her nothing but the best. Kayla Nicole should have done the same thing. Leaving with Grace is not responding. All you've done is talk about him. And when you've done sports reports on this awful show you do, at the same time, you can't even say his name. You're not over him. Go find another lineman to have sex with.
It has nothing to do with me. I don't know. I think that there's something about that level of fame that attracts crazy people.
You wanted it. You wanted to be famous. And this is what you get. And also, if you were to not talk about it, you wouldn't give people content. People talk crap about me all day long. I read the comment, I give it a heart, and then I mute them or I go on with my day. When you talk about people all day long, and then people talk about you, that's what's going to happen. You got to move on at some time. I know you don't have any redeeming talents and all you have is talking about Travis. You're living in the past because you're washed up. You're in your 30s. You're starting to get old. Your clock is ticking. You're like, I got to have a kid sometime, but I can't find a lineman or a football player to pay for everything because I don't have that much money.
And it's unfortunate because I've never done anything to warrant that kind of...
Yes, you have. You've talked about men over and over. That's enough to warrant it. Can you imagine? I do the same thing. I respond to Kayla talking about men, and everybody goes, oh, you're sexist. You're rude. She wouldn't piss on you if she's on fire. Blah, blah, blah. But when she does it, she's being a feminist? Shut up.
Backlash, but...
Would you ever get in a public relationship again, though?
Yeah, if some football player's like, hey, come on over, you'd be riding it.
I don't see myself doing that anytime soon.
Oh, you will. You have an NBA player hit you up, maybe like a LaMelo Ball in Charlotte that once an older woman. You're in your 30s. You're like 31. Oh, you'll be dating an NBA player soon. I see it. I see your sideline at a Hornets game hanging out with LaMelo. Or maybe Zion Williamson because she likes beefy players hanging out in New Orleans. Stop talking.
No, I absolutely don't. And I just think ultimately it's kind of like people can't pick at what they don't know about. You know,
what do we not know about?
You know what I mean? Like I would just protect my relationships from here on out.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So you're never going to ever take pictures about breakups. And if you do date a famous person again, you're not going to talk about it on podcasts? Come on now. This is all you've talked about for the last 4 months. It's ridiculous. Do you have anything? Go watch a football game and write down notes and do a sports podcast. Even Mia Khalifa did that. People can say what they want about Mia Khalifa. Mia Khalifa, and I'm not comparing a porn star to Kayla Nicole. Maybe you could make money that way. But Mia Khalifa literally went from doing porn, never did it again, and all of a sudden she was a sports analyst, and people were like, oh, we're not going to take you seriously. And all she did was put out sports content. I don't think she's doing that anymore. But Mia Khalifa is an example of talking about something and then moving on from it. Kayla's like, oh, I want to move on from it. And then you keep talking about it because you have nothing. You truly don't have anything. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it ever again. And then too, like if we break up, I don't have to deal with what that looks like.
I know. I'm Angel Reese. I get mad when Kaylin Clark, who's the pretty white girl, gets all the attention, and I'm the villain. And yeah, my stats are pretty good. But if you look deeply at them, 9 of my rebounds every game are because like I miss all the open layups because I'm more busy trying to be like Paul George, doing a podcast rather than playing games. Shut up. And then people will be like, oh, you're mean. I'm speaking the truth. I am here speaking the truth because no one else wants to do it anymore.
Because now, like, you're a sports analyst. You still have to kind of talk about him. I saw your little...
Okay, so then you talk about it. Congratulations. He's probably number 1 or number 2 best tight end ever. It's either between him, Gronkowski, and Tony Gonzalez. He's going to be talked about. This is such the babying millennial Gen Z mindset. Oh, I gotta talk about my ex. Shut up. Do you want to be respected? Then don't make it out to be a victim. Stop it.
Monday night thing.
Yeah, yesterday. That was a thing too. Which is it? And I feel
like you're professional though. Like you keep it professional.
Oh, if she kept it professional, she wouldn't be talking about her ex. She would be on the podcast going, hey, Angel, did you see the Chiefs game? Hey, Angel, did you see the Seahawks game? But you're talking about your personal life because you have nothing because you peaked already.
Absolutely. But they're going to blow it up.
Absolutely.
Any single...
All right, enough of these cackling hens. All right, so we have that clip. I just wanted to refresh you guys on everything. And now here is Angel Reese saying her mom was offended by podcast backlash. Aw, you got one fan and your mom.
The identity that you have, everybody else will source it through the comments. This person said this person says that. That has influence on...
It's the I Am Athlete Daily podcast.
Your belief of who I am.
Yeah. But does it matter? Why do I care what they... I know who I am.
Well, but again, go ahead.
Can I interject?
Yes, go ahead.
Because I think both things can be true. There's an extent to where the comments, likes, the dislikes...
Kayla, I know I've ripped into you the last 4 months and it's given me a lot of listens, so thank you. Listen to me. When you talk about haters, you give it power. You give people like us that can't stand how fake and how attention-seeking and how lame you are. You give us power. Oh, that bothers me. You're feeding the trolls. Stop it. Grow up. Grow up.
Don't matter. And you have to be a very mentally sound, tough person to be...
Well, you're not.
Able to block out that noise. And I think as an athlete who's experienced that their whole life, it probably comes a little bit easier for you, second nature. And to your point, as someone who wears the title of influencer, there is a part of me that cares about how I'm influenced.
What are you influencing? Talking about your exes all day? I wear the title as influencer. True influencers don't have to tell us that they're influencers. I wear the title as influencers because I got money, because I probably came from money and I've dated athletes, so it's made me famous. What are you influencing? Other girls to never be the problem? And it's always the man's fault? What are you influencing?
Influencing people and what they think of me and what they have to say of me. So looking back on my decisions, even recently, sitting down and doing a podcast, I felt like there were moments where I articulated myself in a really good way. And there were moments where if I could go back, I would maybe change the way that I said things because...
Duh, because you are living in the past and you're still doing it right now. Talk about sports. It's embarrassing at this point. It's pathetic. This is all you have is Travis. How does that feel, Kayla? That without Travis Kelce, you are nothing. You can prove me wrong and do a sports podcast. You could be doing so much more with your life. I don't even think you know sports, to be honest, because you're on a sports podcast. You're supposedly a sideline reporter. Where have we seen this? Show me do something. Oh my God. You could do so much more with your life, but you talk about the haters because you have nothing. Break down the game for us. Anything, truly anything else but talking about Travis and the haters. Stop it. You are proving to me why I said you have nothing. If you were doing a podcast where you have the guy and you're introducing clips and you're talking about the X's and O's, maybe then I would go, yeah, you've moved on and you're able to talk about Travis without making it awkward. But this is all you have. It is very pathetic at this point.
Because it didn't fully embody my character or my heart.
What is your character? Talking about men all day?
But that's something that I'm learning, right? As athletes, y'all have mastered that because you've done that your whole life.
To a certain extent, I think that the biggest thing that you have to go through is you have to understand self-identity.
Before we move forward there,
let the guy talk.
How are you feeling with that? Because that is a big moment. Because I've been on shows before.
What a moron! Let the guy talk. Why wouldn't you let him talk? He was getting to a good point. But let's go back to Kayla. This podcast is terrible.
Where it was like the gotcha moment where your team say, hey, we're going to stay off topic here. We're not going to dive into this.
You just said about getting off topic. You just got off topic by interrupting the guy.
And then you get there and it's like, boom.
Yeah.
So that was just last week. How do you feel?
Wow. That dude was just talking to, I think it's Brandon Marshall. Maybe. I think it might be Brandon Marshall. No, but let's talk about Kayla again. This is what's wrong with the world.
I feel like I'm learning. You know, I'm trying to continue to have the courage to stand in my power, to be myself, to answer questions honestly and transparently. But I also think that media training and a little PR goes a long way.
You don't need to be asking and answering the questions. Move on. It's pathetic at this point. I'm embarrassed for you. And I'll get the comments from your fans and the feminists, like the one I got, you wouldn't piss on me if I was on fire. I don't want you to, because I've trashed you. I would be a phony if I took help if I was on fire. That was a comment I got. This is pathetic. This is worse than the Kayla interview. You are literally with two athletes doing this podcast, and you could be talking about the X's and O's or going, hey, I want to learn about football, but you're still talking about the haters because you have nothing. Nothing. It's crazy.
Because you don't have to answer every question. Like every comment or DM doesn't deserve a response. I'm learning that.
Here's my question to you.
You responded to me by blocking me.
I was going to say this about, do you feel like you're in a phase of self-discovery or do you know who you are?
Wow, the guy got to complete a sentence without being interrupted. Good job, podcast. You're learning.
I mean, we're always in a form of self-discovery, but like with the scoring, I'm diving deeper into who I am as an essence, but I know who I am. I'm just getting to know myself better.
I know who I am. I've done the work to figure out who I am. I think what I am discovering is the power of my words.
Duh. You dated the most famous football player. You have a little bit of pull. Now, what are you going to do with the pool? Are you going to keep talking about the haters over and over again? Or are you going to move on and do something original?
And the power of my influence. I don't think that I was aware of that before.
Right.
And
what influence do you have? You're famous. If anybody's influenced by you, they make bad decisions.
You know my personality is
spicy.
Spicy.
You say spicy.
It's spicy.
Kind of bitchy. It's kind of like you're on your period 31 days a month.
And that can be perceived and received a million different ways.
Yeah, it comes off like the fact that you're a little narcissistic, you mean well, you're sensitive, and you just can't move on. Arguments with her? I bet she brings up something from 8 months ago. Hey, Travis. I bet she's really gullible, too. I bet Travis is like, oh, yeah, I have football practice Saturday night between 10 to 3 a.m. I'll be out. She's like, okay. And she's at home watching Gilmore Girls while he's banging a side chick.
I thought that I handled things with grace.
You didn't. If you handled it with grace, you wouldn't talk about it anymore. You failed.
I thought that I answered the questions to the best of my ability. The public had their interpretation of things.
Oh, cry me a river. Grow up.
Didn't matter to me.
It didn't matter to you because you're talking about it. If it didn't matter to you, you wouldn't have to tell us that it didn't matter to you because it doesn't matter to you, but it does matter to you and it's driving you nuts because you're used to everybody kissing your ass. I've been there. I've worked on big radio shows. I leave. No one talks to me anymore. That's fine. When you leave popular situations, a lot of people, you see who your true friends are. Kind of like how Brittany Mahomes doesn't talk to you anymore. Move on. Move on. Move on. Move on.
My mom calls me, though.
Oh, really?
And it's those conversations, like you said, that's what matters to me, because she's offended.
Of course she is. She gave birth to you. She's going to have a bias. My mom thinks I'm the best podcaster, broadcaster of all time. I can still learn. I've overcome my stutter, blah, blah, blah. No one cares. My mom thinks I can do no wrong. Hearing from your mom is worthless. And my mom's probably listening and taking offense. I love you, Mom. I love all moms out there, but they give birth to us. We were in their body for 9 months. They created us. Of course they're going to be offended. You should never take advice from your mom. You should listen to your mom. But if you're hearing the same thing over and over again, there might be a little bit of truth to it.
She's hurt by the way people are perceiving her daughter. She's hurt at the negative headlines and the
negative headlines are coming because you're negative. All you do is talk about other men, and that's going to manifest with haters. If you talked about anything else, it would go away. But when you talk about it over and over again, you're manifesting negativity.
The way that people are spinning it.
We're not spinning anything. We're taking your words. Honey.
And even my mom was like, maybe next time we don't answer those questions. And it's as simple as that. Don't give it any energy. You don't have to always respond. And I've been on that soapbox for a long time.
All right, I've had enough of her. Kayla, you just keep giving us content. And I'm going to get the comments. Oh, you're so mean. She's mean too. People that run their mouth about other people don't like the taste of their own medicine. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hard-working average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Do not touch that radio dial or that streaming device. However the hell you are listening to Hoppe Hour, we will be right back. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Addictive! Mikey Dangerous. You know it's an Urban Eat production. Yeah. Yeah. All my sexy body ladies, my babies. Now is the time for you to let loose and get crazy.
You lit my fire.
Come on.
Baby, don't you stop now.
Keep it burning.
Let me hear you scream. My little baby. Shut the two-way off now. Take them clothes off, Hoppe Hour. Let me show you how we play my little game. Got my girls and me looking fly. Take a night out, we out the door. As I pull up to the club, saw you there, damn, you're hard to ignore. The party's jumping, you're on the floor. Let me put your hands where I want them more. As I move with you, I can't deny it. I want you badly, baby, we on fire. No, come into my secret place to see what I do. You lit my fire. Baby, don't you stop now. Let me hear you scream and play my little game. Shut the two-way off now. Take them clothes off, Hoppe Hour. Let me show you how we play my little game. got me thinking. I approach ya, give you my number to give me a call. Just you ain't here now, I hear your voice asking me what I wear and take it off. I'm wondering if you're coming over so we can do just a little exploring. Just wanna show you what you want me to. Come into my secret place, you see what I do. You lit my fire, baby, don't you stop now. Let me hear you scream and play my little game. Shut the two-way off now. Take them clothes off of me. Let me show you how we play my little game.
Let me see you in the dance hall, girl, no it's on. Love the way you flex and the way you perform. Move your body. Tell no lie, girl, you body a guan. Can't wait for you dropping on me palm. Cause indeed, girl, you got me intrigued. Requesting my love, me give you what you need. Proceed. Give your loving and make you please. And make you sing songs like these. Sweet melodies, your heart and your soul you revealing. Anytime you're ready, make me know what's the dealing. Throw your wine, girl, me don't know the meaning. Tonight I'm gonna give you some of this sexual healing. Girl, you're sexy, you're so appealing. The face and the way, some me know you are the real thing. Gonna have you screaming, lots of heart breathing. So my girl, why express your feeling?
You lit my fire, baby, don't you stop now. Let me hear you scream and play my little game. Shut the two-way off now. Take them clothes off of me. Let me show you how we play my little game. Oh, you lit my fire, baby, don't you stop now. Let me hear you scream.
All my ladies, my baby.
Play my little game. Shut the two-way off now. Take them clothes off of me. Let me show you how we play my little game.
Move your body, girl. Shake your body, girl. Hey, if you wine and go down now. Move your body, girl. Shake your body, girl.
Oh yeah.
Better wine and go down now.
Addictive with Mikey Dangerous.
If you wine and
Little Game.
move your body, body, girl.
Oh yeah.
Wine and go down now.
What a song that is. A good song.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Delta 8 CBD honey around. DZBZ Honey at dzbzhoney.com. Get a lollipop, lick the lollipop, the rapper. Honey sticks and a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high. But you got to go to dzbzhoney.com. And at checkout, use keyword Hoppe, H-O-P-P-E. Why am I grinding my teeth like this? Because I have ADHD, bitch.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Did you know most morning radio is scripted? Well, Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is not.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
This is theme to Hoppe Hour. Time to laugh with Ryan's power. Wacky fun and silly jokes. Hoppe Hour loves its folks. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. With Ryan Hoppe. Yeah, he's the topper. Grab your drinks and join the crew. Crazy stories just for you. Ryan's here to make you grin. Let the Hoppe fun begin.
Oh yeah.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
That's the show.
With Ryan Hoppe.
Oh sure.
Laughs are never sloppy.
856-49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. I see this here from TMZ. Amazon driver threatens to kill dog and owner during tense delivery. This planet's lost its damn mind. And here is the video from 30 Mile Zone TMZ. Why are they, I know it's a visual, but they're blurring out the face of the guy. He should be kept, you know, not anonymous. He's a pussy. He threatened a dog.
No, don't let that dog out, dude. Don't let that fucking dog out. No, it's not okay. I'll fucking kill it. I mean, I can kill you before you kill me. I'd shoot the fuck out of you and your dog, bro.
What a bitch, bro.
I'll fucking kill it. I mean, I can kill you before you kill me. I'd shoot the fuck out of you and your dog, bro.
I hate tough men like that. Like, you know, he's a woman beater. He's a loser.
Yeah, man.
He's taking a picture of the package.
Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah.
What a weirdo.
Not okay. I'll fucking kill it. I mean, I can kill you before you kill me.
It's like this beta male guy that says, I'll kill you before you kill my dog. And then the guy seems like a tough guy. Probably is going through a divorce, has to do this job for alimony.
Dude, don't let that fucking dog out. No, it's not okay. I'll fucking kill it.
You're at the guy's house. Listen, I can't stand dogs. I don't like when dogs act up. If I'm in public, at kava bars or at stores, that's different. But you're in the front yard of someone's house, you moron.
I mean, I can kill you before you kill me. I'd shoot the fuck out of you and your dog, bro.
I'd shoot the fuck out of you because I need money because I'm a deadbeat loser. Shut up, bitch. Fake tough guy. Sydney Sweeney helps catch neighborhood burglar. Got my eye on you. Sydney Sweeney's neighbors are feeling lucky the actress lives next door since the Euphoria starlet recently played a pivotal role in apprehending a burglar. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ Sydney was away from her LA home filming the Christy Martin biopic on the East Coast when her security cameras alerted her of a person sneaking around her property. We're told the suspect made the way onto her property around 3:30 a.m. Monday, but didn't stay in her yard for long as the trespasser then made the way over to her neighbor's place. Sources say the suspect entered the neighbor's home and did some ransacking before taking off with some goods for the night. However, since Sydney alerted the authorities to the situation at her home, cops were able to rush to the neighbor's residence in the surrounding area, which resulted in the suspect being apprehended. Yeah, you know when you're Sydney Sweeney and you're really good looking and famous, that you always got to keep yourself safe and have software like that. Also, Bronny James opens up on cardiac arrest. Still feels like I'm getting back, is what he told Men's Health magazine. I feel bad for Bronny James. I don't think he's very good at basketball. I don't think he's going to go far in basketball. But at the same time, he kind of got forced by his dad to do that podcast or to do the whole thing of playing in the NBA. Not sure why I said podcast. What I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is nepotism is not always good. A lot of times it helps you get a morning radio show or it helps you do this or that. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm telling you, he's going to be bad at basketball, and yeah, he'll be famous or whatever, and he's fine. But that's got to be hard when your dad's one of the best players of all time. 856-49-HOPPE. Now, there's Adam22, who hosts the No Jumper. Let me pause this. He hosts the No Jumper podcast. And he's this fake tough guy who has rape allegations, and he's made pedophile jokes before in the past, and he's hooked up with teenagers and allegedly flew to Canada to hook up with a 16-year-old, and he's really creepy, and he's got face tattoos, and he's kind of like the Joe Rogan of dirtbag gangsters. Like, he hosts a podcast where he interviews wannabe SoundCloud rappers and people that are just gangbangers, and he gets into it with Chicago rapper Ruga on the No Jumper podcast. I'm glad Ruga called him out. I don't know who Ruga is, but I'm a Ruga fan now because I don't support rapists like Adam22.
Happy hot topic!
And when that porn star Jason Love banged your wife, Adam, he did a better job than you've ever done. Unfortunately, because your wife is hot, I've watched you have sex with her before on Pornhub, and it's a little weird. You're so focused on, oh yeah, that you're not doing anything.
Listen, off my word.
Listen,
hold on. I can have you removed right now.
I could have you removed out of my shitty podcast.
You want to go? I know. You want to go wait outside?
Listen, but my son, listen to me.
Me and you shot it up, bro. Like, off the strength of
what a shitty podcast. They have people talking over each other, kind of like Kayla Nicole's podcast. I'm a tough guy. Everybody, take a turn to talk smack. You sound like a bunch of mutants talking over each other.
Listen. Off my word.
Listen, hold on.
I can have you removed right now. Do you want to go? I know. You want to go wait outside?
Listen, my son, listen to me.
Me and you shot it up, bro. Like, off the strength of...
I'm going to leave out this bitch like a man. That's
cool.
what I'm going to do.
Right. Or you can sit here and talk like a man.
You're not a man. You give up your wife to get banged out by everybody that does a better job at banging her than you do. And also, when your wife had sex with that porn star, Jason Love, he literally finished the task with her. So you let another man not even pull out and pay to Picasso. You let another man complete the task of making a baby with your wife. You're not a man. You're a bitch. And you've allegedly had sex with underage people. You're not a man. You're a coward. You're a wannabe gangster, and you're a thug, and you're a loser, and you're an embarrassment as a man, and an embarrassment that you have kids.
Police in here.
How's it a police?
That ain't gonna move me. It's cool.
I just don't know why you're so convinced that this is a good place for you to talk like you're tough.
It's a good place to talk about being tough because you're a pussy, bro. You're a bitch. You're a coward. You're a loser. And these gangsters have probably at least hurt people, maybe killed them. I don't want to think about it. But these are real gangsters, and you're a wannabe former BMX blogger turned porn star and thug. You're a loser. You're the scum of the earth, and you're nothing more than a mosquito in my ear.
Right. I'm not a boxer. I've made that extremely clear.
Of course you're not a boxer. You're skinny and you got face tattoos. You're a loser. You're a cuck.
Okay.
You're a SoundCloud Bubba the Love Sponge.
Stop talking.
I'm a podcaster. Why the would I stop talking?
Stop talking. That's your problem.
Why would I stop talking when I'm a podcaster?
Because you suck.
You was hit the table. Come on, man. You would hit the table. But
all you're doing is sitting here. Yeah,
I like that. You hit the table because you wouldn't hit me.
So look, we talked it up. We said that everything was cool. Yeah. Why you coming on this type of energy? Yeah, you try to do the old switcheroo. We want my act tough as soon as I get on the podcast. Oh, I can handle my own business as well. Don't.
Oh, really? Like having your wife get banged by other people? Is that your business? You loser?
Come on.
Yeah. I don't handle it by doing boxing matches with cavemen.
Because you know you're going to get beat up because you're a coward. You're a wannabe face tattoo Howard Stern. You suck. You suck. You're a loser.
Who want to act tough?
And anybody who's a fan of Adam 22 has a criminal sheet the length of a CVS receipt.
Instead of doing a podcast.
Now you racist.
I'm not a boxer.
Now it's racistness coming out.
And now you're going to play the race card.
Talking about.
Well, that is kind of stupid. He didn't say anything racist. Let me go back. Did he say anything racist?
Business as well. Don't worry.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't handle it by doing boxing matches with cavemen.
Well, caveman wasn't the best word. I can see how it's a little racist.
Who want to act tough instead of doing a podcast.
Now you racist.
I'm not a boxer.
Now it's racistness coming out.
And now you're going to play the race card.
You're talking about cavemen. You racist, man.
I'm describing your brain.
You weird.
Not your race.
You weird.
I'm going to ask
He is weird.
you to leave.
That's cool. I'll leave. But I'm telling you, you a bitch.
I love Ruga. Don't know what he sounds like, but Ruga, I got your back, brah.
I don't care.
Yeah, yo, that's a handsome guy. You handsome guy. Nigga.
Come on. Sure.
I'm going to get up out of here. Don't touch me, though. But listen,
you're going to have to go.
Handsome.
He's got the bouncer trying to get rid of him. What a tough guy. Adam 22 would get his ass beat by Ruga.
You're going to have to go.
I bet you, y'all, he delete this out. I bet you delete this out the interview.
You're going to have to go.
You a handsome guy.
Capable of acting like a
handsome guy.
Glass up. You can't act like
handsome guy.
Behave like a grown-up.
Handsome shit.
Behave like a grown-up, Ruga.
Come on.
Get the out.
Touch you.
Get out of here.
You scared.
You're fired.
Who's a handsome guy?
Of course he would kick him out. He's a loser. Adam 22 knows he'd get his ass beat. While you're getting your ass beat by Ruga, your wife's getting banged out by someone that does better at sex than you.
Handsome guy. Handsome guy.
I don't know why I keep saying handsome guy. It might be the N word or something they're beeping out.
Get the
you got a soft ass security. We're not on my son. That's crazy.
All righty. I love watching Adam 22 fail. And people that are Adam 22 fans that are scumbag criminals might comment on this video because I'm going to make it into a reel and go, oh, you're jealous of him. I'm not jealous of him. He lets his girl get banged out by other people. He literally allows other men to complete the task inside of his girl. That's how gross he is. He's been accused of rape. He's made rape jokes in blogs. Oh, he's a real stand-up guy. The fact that he has a daughter is the scariest thing. That guy right there has a daughter. Speaking of someone that's frightening that they're going to have a kid.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Gypsy Rose.
For me, it is heartbreaking because I do, from time to time, think about what could have been.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard is opening up about her pregnancy.
It's the movie Idiocracy that this dummy's having a kid.
As a 33-year-old grows closer to welcoming her first baby with boyfriend Ken Urker, she is reflecting on her disappointment that her mother, Claudine Dee Dee Blanchard, whom Gypsy served 7 years in prison for conspiring to murder in 2015, won't get to meet her daughter. As she said during the recent episode of The Vile Files with Nick Vile,
for me, it is heartbreaking because I do, from time to time, think about what could have been.
Yeah, if you didn't get your mom killed, maybe you wouldn't have been in prison throughout your 20s.
And
I will say one thing. Her man is on the couch because it's a couch setup on a podcast like all podcasts do. And he looks like he's very authoritative. I can see why she left Ryan for him.
Makes me sad. So I kind of put that in the back of my mind. And so, I mean, there has been questions on social media. Everybody asks the question, you know, what are you going to tell your daughter whenever grandma isn't around? And I said, my response to them is that Christy has become more of a mother to me than my own mother was.
Yeah, that's not good that your kids are going to be like, where's grandma?
So Christy is going to be grandma.
And as Gypsy, who separated from husband Ryan Anderson in March, prepares for motherhood, she notes that her near year out of prison has been transformative.
It's been only a year that this woman's had all the attention. Now I know I'm not helping because I'm contributing to the content, but she's so juicy. She's not bad looking either. She got really Kardashian because before prison she was bald and looked like a victim kind of because her mom was abusive, and now she looks like a Kardashian. Very weird.
I have changed a lot. I've had a lot of life experience packed into 10 months. And a lot of people say, you know, oh, take your time. And I meant to. I really meant to take my time.
But then your boyfriend didn't pull out when you were cheating on your husband with this side dude. You let the sneaky link knock you up.
But it was kind of like that urge to just want to do everything all at once. And so I think by having those experiences, it has kind of shaped me in a way that I have gained some maturity.
Oh, really? Let's see if this works right here. Right here at Hoppe Hour. Actually, it's copyrighted. I was going to play the Idiocracy music from the movie, but I can't play copyrighted content.
In certain aspects.
And since her December 2023 release from prison, Gypsy has opened up about her growth, especially to critics who have spoken out against her becoming a mom.
Yeah, you shouldn't be a mom.
I know that there are going to be people that feel like I'm not ready to be a mother.
You should never be a mom.
And I don't know if anyone's really ready to become a mother.
Yeah, but especially the ones that have their moms killed, probably not.
Still, Gypsy says she has what she needs to be a great mother.
What?
All that matters is making sure that I'm healthy, the baby's healthy, my relationship with Ken is healthy.
What about Ryan? What happened to him? He cheated on him.
And we are moving forward in a positive way.
You used Ryan to get out of prison, and now you're with a dude that knocked you up because he's a dummy. He saw the cash cow. He doesn't care about you. If he cared about you, he wouldn't have cheated, or he wouldn't have been with someone who was cheating on their husband. She is the worst. Is Nick Jonas okay? Let's find out.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Fans are concerned after Nick Jonas ran off stage in the middle of a Jonas Brothers concert.
He had to go to the bathroom.
As seen in videos on social media, the Jonas Brothers member ran off stage during a concert at the O2 Arena in Prague on October 15th.
Sounds so fancy, Prague.
After a laser pointer was pointed at him from the crowd. A spokesperson for the venue tells Variety in a statement, quote, "We can confirm that the Jonas Brothers performance had to be interrupted for several minutes due to the use of a prohibited laser pointer by the person." They continue, the organizing service responded to this fact. After a few minutes, the band continued their performance. In the clip, Nick is seen sprinting off stage mid-concert while making a timeout sign with his hands.
Well, I'm glad he's okay. We're going to move on because that's a boring news clip. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773.
You can't fathom what's going on, so it's just like a dream.
It's the Pat McAfee Show and New Heights combined. A bro-off.
You can't fathom what's going on, so it's just like a dream. You're just like, oh yeah, no, you're not surprised by like the next thing that comes in or comes into your life or the next person
when you come in, Taylor.
That walks into the door. Yeah.
Travis Kelce takes fans inside his very Hollywood lifestyle.
Yeah, you know he loves it. Even his mom said he loves it.
On the newest episode of his and bro Jason Kelce's New Heights podcast, the NFL star dishes to guest Pat McAfee on some of the perks of fame amid his whirlwind romance with Taylor Swift. One
attention, gigs to do, crappy game shows.
of those perks, hanging out with some very famous individuals.
I think about some of the you're doing right now and like the pictures, my wife, massive fan of your lady. So I get updates on.
Oh, he's got to be so nauseated. Swifties are the worst.
On all the you're just having dinner with Wolverine and Deadpool, and then you're out. It's
what a fake laugh. Sounds like Bert Kreischer if he played football. That being Jason Kelce.
like, do you ever like at this point you still understand, right? You still
at this point, it's just you can't fathom what's going on, so it's just like a dream. You're just like,
I got that. He knows it's going to end soon. He's got to get her pregnant.
Like, oh yeah, no, you're not surprised by like the next thing that comes in or comes into your life.
Yeah, I would give you advice. You should probably come and then have a kid. That was a dirty joke. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the UK. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yeah. Are you ready? Lady, money the crystal. Let's get 'em. Girl, you been checking on me, and I wanna know if we cut, what it's gonna be. You fucking with the rule, expect nothing less than diamonds. Benzes, Birkin, one thing's for certain. I'm searching for Miss right now. Fuck Miss right, baby, if you like, I get you out of them nights. Put you in them little cute peekaboo Jimmy Choos. If there's a problem, I'll show you.
We got a problem. She's too fine. The way she works her body, man, is blowing my mind. I know I'm not gonna be okay if she leaves. And now she's got me looking and she's staring at me. My situation's changed. I'm caught up in a mess that I can't fix out. Am I gonna get up? Cause her eyes I can't resist. She's too fine. She's so fine. She's too fine. I'd give anything to make her mine. Girl, work your body. You got me all hypnotic. Can we get naughty? Cause girl, I want you bad. You're too fine. You want me numb.
too many issues, play too many games, got too many shoes to pack for 2 days. The good thing is I think she goes both ways. Head gang main, brought 2 friends that look like twins, but let's play devil's advocate for a minute and handle our business. Bird or Goodman, baby, why wouldn't I give you everything your heart desires? Just so fine.
Work your body, you got me all hypnotic. Can we get naughty? 'Cause girl, I want you bad, you're too fine.
So
You
fine.
want me, I'm gon' try to get to you. Nothing that I can do. Everybody knows she's too fine. She's so fine.
Oh, really?
She's too fine.
Got it. This is a simp song.
Crystal. You know how we do it.
Enough of that simp song.
Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back.
One more time.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best pre- and post-workout around at Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE.com. At checkout, use keyword Ryan20. This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. 2700 22nd Street North. And that's in St. Petersburg. I spoke to Amir today on the phone for about 10 minutes. He's a good guy. This is also being brought to you by WestChasePrinting.com, the best printing company in all of the Bay Area. Counseling on call.net. If you need help with your mental health, I go there. And finally, this is being brought to you by Mitra-9.com. Use keyword Hoppe. And easypeasyhoney.com. All right. We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour and keep this party going. I'm feeling a little dizzy. Hopefully I don't mess up the board.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Hey, this is Lex with the nationally syndicated Lex and Terry Radio Network. There are so many podcasts out there that are just effing horrible. This guy is not one of them.
You could be doing anything else right now. But you're here with Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. We applaud your questionable life choices.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yeah. Spin the dial, tune in. It's Hoppe Hour show. Out of Tampa Bay where the good vibes flow. Ryan Hoppe got the scoop, hot gossip and toast. Celebrity news, dating tips, we all in the know. Hoppe Hour with Ryan is the place to be. Celebrity buzz, the love line's free. 8564946773. Call up, spill your tea, live on the frequency. Talking about stars, scandals, and affairs. From Hollywood Hills to K-pop flares. Ryan breaks it down, no drama he spares. Get your dose of tea, listen if you dare. Hoppe Hour with Ryan is the place to be. Celebrity buzz, the love line's free.
All right, enough of that. We need to have a discussion. I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the show during Hoppe's Inbox. So actually, since I forgot to mention it during Hoppe's Inbox, let's just do part 2 of Hoppe's Inbox.
It's time for Hoppe's Inbox, only on Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Now, as everybody knows, I am not going to be voting. I don't care about politicians. I think they are all greedy scumbags that cheat on their wife. And they're in it for a power trip because they weren't cool on the playground growing up. So there's this guy, Colin Allred, who I guess is going up against Ted Cruz. And for some reason, this scumbag texts me. You know, you get those political texts. Well, I get them. The handsome African-American male. Just kind of describing what he looks like. And I get a picture of him in his car. Hi, it's Colin Allred, and I'm humbly asking you to donate $25 to my race for U.S. Senate against Ted Cruz. After a new poll just showed me up by 1 point, Ted is officially the most vulnerable GOP senator in America. And if we win here, it will virtually guarantee a Democratic Senate majority. The only thing stopping us, the more than $30 million that outside groups have poured into Texas to prop up Cruz's campaign. That's why I need you to donate $25 right now. We need to match him dollar for dollar in these critical last few weeks, and your $25 could be the difference between winning and losing. Thank you. Colin, I know you're a politician and you want to be cool. Read the room, dude. There is almost a recession we're going through. Things are very pricey right now. It's very hard to get by in life. People just went through a hurricane. People were out of power for 5 days. I'm sorry that Ted Cruz has people that are giving him money, but cry me a river. You need to read the room and realize that if you're really going to win, people will vote for you. You don't need the money. I'm sure you're using the money all on the funds for the campaign and not for a steak dinner or to hang out with your side chicks. I'm sure you're just a perfect man. You used to play football. Probably got CTE. So I made a post about it, and he read it and didn't respond like the coward that he is because he knows that you shouldn't be texting people. Why are you texting me? I'm not going to give you $25. Scumbag. Do you think anybody ever wants to get a text message from a politician? Do you think anybody you spam texted Colin Allred went, oh my God, Colin Allred needs $25. Here you go, buddy. And if they did, they're rich, liberal sheep. Why am I bringing this up? I was going to bring it up in the beginning of the show, but I forgot. He texts me again. It's Colin Allred, and I'm humbly asking you to donate $25 to help me beat Ted Cruz. I can win, but I need your help. Thanks. Go away. After I texted stop to end, you keep texting. And it's time from another number. Listen to me, buddy. There's now one person that's thinking about you. Unless you have supporters, that's cool. They're all liberal sheep that have nothing to do in their life. We just went through a hurricane. People are dealing with chaos going on in the world all the time. And now one person is thinking about you. And you're such a narcissist and you're so out of touch because you're the rich and elite that you think us little, sheep, us little peasants, that's the word, that we're thinking about politicians. No one's thinking about you. No one cares. No one wakes up in the morning when they have to go to their job that barely pays and goes, oh my God, even if they're working at a job that pays $400,000 a year. No one's going, oh my God, I want to help out Colin Allred. Maybe the reason you're not getting the money like Ted Cruz is because you're having to beg people that you don't know to donate. Go away. No one cares. No one cares. And I asked you to stop texting me, and you did it again. And I was debating about putting you on blast on this widely listened to podcast because I didn't want to be a jerk. But when you text again, this is going to be a video because you're the worst. You represent everything that's wrong with politics. I can't stand Ted Cruz. I think he's a socially awkward, probably autistic loser. I can't stand all politicians. But you know what I can't stand? Cowards like you that ask for money. I ain't giving you a cent. And if anybody gives you a cent, they're a loser. Just like you.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
It's Tia Mowry crying while she holds her old wedding ring.
Tia Mowry is navigating single life. The Sister Sister alum opens up in the October 11th episode.
She's so pretty and talented, but she seems insufferable.
Of her reality show, My Next Act.
My Next Act. It's called Your Midlife Crisis.
About moving on after her split from ex Corey Hardrict.
He's lucky.
The 46-year-old even shares her plans for her wedding bands after her divorce was finalized in April.
I haven't worn it for almost 2 years now, and it just doesn't feel right to sell it.
Okay, cool. No one cares. No one woke up and went, oh my God, is Tia going to sell her wedding ring?
But what I'm wanting to do is change my wedding band into something for my kids.
Well, it's okay, I guess.
Pass it down, to my kids, because they have been my biggest gift.
Tia emotionally reflects on the choice to repurpose the bands.
Sorry.
You're crying because you're so emotionally wrecked because you realized he was the best man you could ever have, but it just didn't work because you're insufferable.
Do you want it? I do. Because I haven't worn it. It's just been sitting.
When a pretty girl can't find a man, there's a problem. You have the Kayla Nicole disease. You're living off of the man because you have nothing else.
It was very pretty.
She later decides to have the rings made into jewelry for her 2 kids.
Oh, that's adorable.
Tia previously opened up about embracing single life after her divorce from Corey was finalized after 14 years together.
Oh, that's going to sting. She's about to start hanging out with 28-year-olds to make her feel young.
In the premiere of her reality show, Tia revealed just how hard the split has been on her since she met Corey shortly after she says she was allowed to start dating as an 18-year-old.
Oh, so you lost your virginity to him. That's gonna hurt. Mm-hmm.
Corey was my first.
Right. Yes.
Everything.
I know.
I wonder if she's had anybody else during it, or if she's only had sex with one guy. She's either been around the block or she's been faithful. I'm going to go with the first one.
Oh. So I wasn't even allowed to date until I was 18 years old.
Oh, so you came from a religious household. That's why you're all messed up.
I met Corey when I turned 20, and I lost my virginity at 25. There. Was that it?
Wow, that's why you're all messed up. You're having a midlife crisis because you just want to be a cougar. If I can give you any advice, you need to go down the cougar route and just start sleeping around. But what do I know? I don't know. Older women are the best. And I highly suggest you take the cougar route. Because you're a little past your prime, and a cougar route is always the winning combination. 856-49-HAPPY. It's 856-494-6773. This headline pissed me off, like all the ones I've done today.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
One man is in custody after showing up at a distribution center and threatening those FEMA workers. Hurricane survivors and support teams now have to worry about yet another threat: artificial intelligence. Our misinformation and technology expert Emmanuel Saliba joins us now. So what do we know this hour just about AI getting in the way of these ongoing relief efforts?
Listen, I like some parts of AI. I'm able to make music with it. I'm able to use ChatGPT, but it's also frightening.
Kira, you and I have been having conversations over the last 2 years, and every time we talk about AI, generative AI, and its ability to create hyper-realistic photos and videos, I say, this is another turning point. And here we are again. In the aftermath of Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton, we saw a flood of images on social media depicting, and here they are on your screen right now, depicting what appeared to be victims in the flood, but in fact they were
AI is getting better. It used to look really fake. It's starting to look real.
Generated using AI tools, and that's, you can put in a prompt and it generates hyper-realistic images.
Frightening.
They got sort of lost with all of the other images. You know, there was no shortage of devastating and heartbreaking images coming out following the floods and the hurricane aftermath. But these were AI generated, and it was hard for people online to tell whether they were authentic or AI generated. And what happened was the relief workers also, who use social media to, for example, find areas where
it's funny how ABC News is freaking out about authenticity.
You know, people might be might need rescued, like this person rescuing a dog, or
oh, so don't believe everything you read online, and maybe fact checked a little bit. This headline's weird. People are protesting over Fruit Loops.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Now to the protesters outside the Michigan headquarters of Kellogg, demanding the cereal giant remove artificial dyes from cereals in the U.S. They've done.
Why? It makes it fun. What do you want to eat, Cheerios?
Done it in other countries.
You're a loser. If you're protesting cereal, you need to get a job.
Eva Pilgrim is here with more. Good morning.
You probably live off the government. You have so much free time. If you have free time to protest over Fruit Loops, you got a problem.
To you, Eva.
Good morning, Robin. There has been this push amongst moms to really pay attention to the ingredients in the foods we feed our kids. This morning.
Trust me, your kids are going to be brats. Your kids are growing up on cell phones, and your kids are probably immature. Them having artificial colors in their body is the least of their problem.
Morning, growing concerns around what's in breakfast cereal.
This morning, a food fight over cereal. About 1,000 people protested outside the Michigan headquarters of Kellogg,
losers,
demanding the company remove artificial dyes from cereals in the U.S.
But they're so pretty.
I'm here for the mom.
Can you imagine this woman laying next to you at night? She's pretty, but that voice.
Mom. All the moms who struggle to feed their children healthy food without added chemicals.
Oh, cry me a river. Do you drink alcohol at night when you're dealing with the kids? That's not good for you, honey.
Kellogg, the maker of Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks, announced nearly a decade ago that it would remove artificial colors and ingredients. The company did that in other countries. For example, Fruit Loops in Canada are colored with concentrated carrot juice, watermelon juice, and blueberry juice.
Ew.
But in the U.S., Fruit Loops still contain artificial colors, including red dye number 40, yellow dye number 5, yellow dye number 6, and blue dye number 1. Studies have claimed those dyes could cause behavioral problems in some children. California just last month banned the dyes from food served in public schools.
Man, this planet's screwed.
It is not crazy to expect better for Americans.
Yeah, we literally have inflation at the all-time high, and we have crime in the Midwest liberal cities and a hurricane going on. But hey, there's artificial dye.
In response to the protest in Michigan,
a bunch of Karens.
Kellogg insisted its products are safe, saying its ingredients meet federal standards.
Yeah, just because it's artificial doesn't mean it's bad. Do you guys take your kids to McDonald's?
The FDA has said most kids have no adverse effects from color additives.
Yeah, I would believe the FDA over a bunch of Karens that have nothing to do besides, living off their husband that makes all the money. Because what are you doing during the day if you're protesting over cereal?
But critics argue the FDA developed its standards without assessing possible neurological effects.
Oh, a bunch of Karens. I bet you're never the problem. I bet these women, these arguments are vicious. Mm-hmm.
And that California law, it bans 6 food dyes. Fruit Loops actually contains 4 of them. And it'll be interesting to see how that law in California affects production nationally and to see if other states follow suit.
Yeah, because when you see what other countries are able to do it, why not here in the U.S.?
Oh, wow. The liberal media. I saw this headline here. Ethan, the boyfriend of Ariana Grande, who probably cheated on his wife with Ariana Grande, which is not surprising because Ariana Grande looks like a side chick, is supporting his girl.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
I'm gonna keep it low-key tonight. Promise I'm not
Ariana just giving me bad vibes.
gonna sing.
Ariana
Shut up.
Grande brings the laughs on Saturday Night Live, and she has the support of one very special fan in particular.
Her boyfriend that she cheated on her husband with, and he cheated on his wife with.
Her boyfriend, Ethan Slater.
Looks like such a little bitch.
The Broadway star takes to Instagram to subtly fanboy over his girlfriend who hosted SNL for the second time on
He gives the vibe of if he gets drunk in public, he slaps the guy.
Instagram to subtly fanboy over his girlfriend who hosted SNL for the second time on October 12th. Ethan reposts one of Ari's most epic sketches of the evening, which she appeared in as a Renaissance-era singer named Little Antonio.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh
Oh, you're so funny. Oh, what an annoying voice. Let me skip over this. Is that what she sounds like during sex?
Wow, that is very beautiful singing. And did you notice how high his voice was? I did, yes. Yeah.
Man, SNL has not been funny since I was in my diapers.
It was the only thing I noticed, yeah.
He also likes the post and later comments on it, writing under Liz Gillies' post in honor of Ari, "Live, laugh, little Antonio."
Cheat on your wife, little Antonio.
And of course, it wasn't the only time that Ari showed off her incredible voice during her stint on the sketch show. She also brought back her impeccable impressions of music icons for her SNL monologue.
Oh, let's hear this. I bet it's so funny.
I'm not gonna do my impressions. No Britney Spears today. If you ask me again, I'll say the same thing. No, baby,
It's not bad. I can't hate on that.
I'm not gonna do Miley Cyrus, 'cause baby, that ain't gonna work.
Ethan's support of Ari comes as their film Wicked is about to hit theaters on November 22nd. The co-star's romance started in 2023 after her split from then-husband Dalton Gomez.
Oh, she's so cheated on him. He deserves better from this hag.
And Ethan's separation from then-wife Lily J, with
not separation, infidelity is the right word,
whom he shares a 2-year-old son.
That little bitch would be a terrible father.
The timeline of their romance raised eyebrows, though Ari recently weighed in on the tabloid speculation about their relationship, explaining to Vanity Fair, "There couldn't be a less accurate depiction of a human being than the one that the tabloids spread about him."
No, it's pretty accurate. He cheated on his wife with you because you are a career side chick.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Speaking of a career side chick.
I would never, ever drink again.
Oh, Cardi B, why are you drinking when you have like 7 kids at home?
I would never pray for me.
Cardi B's birthday bash looking a little different the next morning.
Ah, she looks bad when she's hungover.
Wait, I'm still drunk. I would never.
What a hot mess she is. I wouldn't want to date her.
Or drink again.
And I'm just gonna turn up. It's a big party. Like, I'm a cool person to party with.
Yeah, until you get drunk and then it's never your fault.
The rapper ringing in her 32nd year with a big B-Day blowout. That's Cardi stepping out on Friday in her Barely There ensemble.
Man, her boobs are about to pop out.
Before grabbing the mic to hype party guests at an NYC club.
Hell yeah.
I would never, ever drink again.
Got it.
The next morning, obviously brutal, with Cardi vowing, "I'm never going outside again."
I actually haven't really drank since August. I quit drinking when I turned 29 and 30, and it's the best decision ever. I suggest you do the same.
I would never pray for me. Wait,
That's the smartest thing she's ever said, and she doesn't say anything smart.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
This is
Rick Ross. Have a birthday cake.
me in the sky. It's cool and Dre.
And I'm flipping that, flipping that. I'm a renegade in a brawl. I'm a renegade in a brawl with. Yeah, I'm a renegade in a brawl with. Yeah, and I'm flipping that.
Let's get right to it. Your man's locked up, but someone's gotta do it. Oh my. I-95 drive south for the winter. Got a trunk full of birds, they fly south for the winter. Yeah. I ain't tryna get locked up tonight, but I told him I would put that on my life.
Type of chick to take the stand and say your honor. I was beside him all night, yes I promise. But I gotta have a booger, and that's the problem. I gotta oh, 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 gotta oh, I gotta Boy, is it okay for me to pull over the car when I get tired? I try to go with no sleep. Oh boy, I got that work wrapped dead tight, coffee grounds to throw off them dogs and police. Oh boy, cause I ain't tryna get locked up tonight, but I told him I would put that on my life. So I gotta ride. I'm a rider, I'm a provider. Type of chick to take the stand and say your honor. I was beside him all night, yes I promise. But I gotta have a booger, and that's the problem. I gotta oh, 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 gotta oh, I gotta
Maserati candy paint for that personal touch. You need a body or a bird, I'm the person to touch. At a party, no searching my persons as such. I got Ninas and both of Nina's purses, they bust. Bill in my dough, they deliver my blow. On no cigarette boats, that's $1 million a float. See, I get it and whip it, sip it and flip it. It ain't just to ship it. I'm a Washington wizard, my soul in a hole. I feel so in control when I'm whipping the mold, smelling like cinnamon rolls. Got the Benz in black, big beamer in beige. You ain't don't need no swinging, we swinging them K's. Can't cipher my sounds, Ross beating the street. We got a load on the way, we eating this week. I'ma chill in Manhattan, sit to work in the Bronx. Take a, leave a brick, I be in them blocks. Oh, 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 gotta, oh, I gotta,
oh yeah. All right, enough of that. I did all the live reads, so let's get right into the content.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe in the morning. Tune in and you'll see. Ryan Hoppe's got the magic. It's live on your frequency. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter, music and good vibes. Ryan's got the answers to brighten up your ride. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. News and jokes together. Make your mornings bright. Live with Ryan Hoppe. We're setting things just right. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear.
Wow! Hoppe Hot Topic!
This next headline's very weird.
like BET Award weekend, it didn't, like the past two, they just didn't feel right. Because there was no motion, there was no parties. There was nowhere to go.
Bow Wow stirring controversy over Diddy's arrest after complaining about the lack of parties.
It's not easy being washed up. I'm sure there's parties, you're just not invited.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs.
Let's be very specific between
like,
parties and freak-offs.
No, he was just such a gatekeeper from the liquor in the clubs, like he was everything hip-hop.
Yeah. It just shows that we're in a different era, a different time.
Yeah, it's different times for the disgraced media mogul who's officially spent a month behind bars.
Yeah, that's not good.
Diddy planning to fight his sex trafficking and racketeering charges.
Duh.
Plus the ever-growing allegations associated with the so-called freak-offs.
Yeah, and then there's this right here.
More legal trouble for Sean Diddy Combs. 6 new lawsuits filed against him. This time, 4 men and 2 women are accusing the hip-hop mogul of rape and sexual assault.
I want to hear one where it's like, oh, he helped out with the community or something. It's just all bad. I mean, I know he's a bad guy, but...
One of the alleged victims, just 16 at the time. Combs is currently in jail awaiting trial on charges of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. He's pleaded not guilty and denied all wrongdoing.
Duh, he's not going to admit to it. This one's weird.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose.
As videos like these resurface after Diddy's arrest, a source tells ET Justin Bieber is avoiding the Diddy situation at all costs.
I would do the same.
And the new dad wants to protect his family and stay away from it altogether.
That's very commendable. Good for you. Also here, Alex Cooper calls out male actor after scrapping Call Her Daddy interview. He was giving nothing. So I guess there was an interview with an A-list actor and he wasn't very good. A good broadcaster like Stern or somebody would make it interesting, but that shows that she's still a little amateur. Finally on Happy Hour, Angel Reese complains that her rent is $8,000 a month, but her WNBA salary does not cover it. Angel, nobody made you sign up for an overpriced apartment, you dummy.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
He ain't pays them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all.
You knew that going in. Radio all the time doesn't pay the bills, but you got to find side hustles. I don't know if you need a side hustle or you're jealous that Caitlin Clark has all the money, but listen to me. Nobody forced you to get an $8,000 apartment. Duh.
He ain't pays them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally. I'm trying to think of like my rent for where I stay at. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah,
it
definitely covers that.
What is I don't even know my salary.
That's good. I'm sure you're not going to go broke in 10 years.
74? Okay.
Oh, you're still making a lot more than most average Americans. And if you're so good, maybe you can manifest making more money if you're not missing layups that give you rebounds. I'm convinced she misses layups just for the double-doubles. Can't stand her.
Times.
Here, I'll do.
This is the Baltimore school education math. Da, da, da.
Yeah. I don't even know my salary. Does it? Let me see. You don't even.
What an annoying cackle. She sounds like Kamala.
You don't even. Yo! I'm living beyond my means!
Duh. Get a studio apartment and shut up.
It's like. No, my rent is more than that. It's $8,000.
Has anybody watched your games? You joined a league that wasn't going to make you money. Cry me a river. You're still better off than most people. This is why Caitlin Clark is the GOAT, is she doesn't have to, fake laugh and make it about her. She just keeps grinding. You're a baby. Grow up.
I'm living beyond my means, like y'all think.
Oh, I'm sure you're never the problem in relationships.
Babe, if y'all thought... It's like... Let me...
Is she the most annoying person ever?
I don't even know my salary for WNBA.
Sounds like you're going to go far in life.
A thing. Do they even pay my card note?
She doesn't know if she's paid her credit card. She doesn't know how to make layups. Is there anything you do really well? I'm not saying she's not talented, but I think she needs to evaluate things. But then again, I'm not trying to make fun of Baltimore, but that is the glaring issue. I don't think the Baltimore school system really teaches anything.
Tick-tock, clock's a joke, we're playing cruel pranks. Hoppe's hour almost done, feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams.
Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shout-outs hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat.
Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shout-outs hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat.
Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Every night like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers silent vibe but coming to an end like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind.
Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over.